You need to find out who you are. Not who they told you to be. Not who your friends expect you to be. Not even who you think you should be based on pressure and trends. You need to go deep. Deep into the parts of you that most people ignore. Deep into the silence where the real voice lives, your voice. Because until you know who you are, nothing you build will last. You'll chase goals that aren't yours. You'll wear masks you were never meant to wear. And you'll wake up wondering why nothing feels real, why success feels empty. Finding yourself is the real work. And it starts when you're finally honest enough to say, I don't know who I am, but I'm ready to find out. The world will pull you in every direction. They'll sell you a version of success, love, happiness, pre-packaged and filtered. But none of it matters if it doesn't connect with your core. So stop chasing what looks good. Start chasing what feels real. Close your eyes for a moment. What do you really want? What do you care about when the noise is gone? That's your starting line. It's not about becoming someone. It's about remembering who you already are. You were born with something special. But over the years, it got buried, under expectations, under pain, under survival. Now's the time to start digging. Find the parts of you that light up when you move a certain way. When you speak a certain truth. When you create, when you build, when you lead, pay attention. That fire is trying to remind you what you're meant for. Don't rush it. Discovery is a process. Some days it feels like progress. Some days it feels like confusion. But it's always better than living on autopilot. You can't unlock your future if you don't know your foundation. You can't lead if you don't know who's doing the leading. You can't create lasting impact if the person you're being isn't authentic. So let this be the moment you stop pretending. Let this be the moment you stop avoiding the mirror. You owe it to yourself to know who's looking back at you. Don't be afraid of the truth. You're stronger than you think. You're more capable than you realize. And when you finally meet yourself, the real you, everything begins to click. The goals get clearer. The distractions fade. The wrong people leave. And the right energy starts finding you. You start walking different. Talking different. Moving like someone with vision. Because you're not trying to become someone anymore, you are someone. Finding yourself isn't just about passion. It's about alignment. Are your thoughts aligned with your actions? Are your words aligned with your values? Are you living in harmony with your potential? If not, it's time to adjust. Refine. Rewire. It's never too late to pivot into your truth. And here's the thing. Once you find yourself, you become unstoppable. People feel your certainty. Opportunities gravitate toward clarity. You don't chase. You attract. Because when you know who you are, you walk like it. You carry your name differently. You show up in rooms and shift the energy. That's the real win. Not just money. Not just status. But peace, real peace. From living a life that's yours. So today, make a decision. Start digging. Start asking the hard questions. Start journaling, walking alone, saying no to what doesn't feel right. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be real. And real is rare. But that's who you are. That's who you've always been. Now go find them. Go find you. You have to understand, identity is not found in comfort. It's found in resistance. It's found in those moments when you're tired, but you keep going. When the world tells you, you're not enough, but something in your soul screams, watch me. That fire, that fight, that unshakable core, that's you. Not the version of you that tries to fit in. Not the watered-down copy of what the world thinks is acceptable. The real you is raw. Unfiltered. Purpose-built. But here's the truth no one tells you. You don't just find yourself by sitting still and thinking. You find yourself by moving, trying, failing, learning, creating. You find yourself in motion. So if you're feeling lost, if you're feeling like you don't know your path, don't freeze. Start building. Start chasing that idea that won't leave your head. Start pursuing the thing you do for free. Start becoming obsessed with understanding what makes your spirit come alive. Because your potential isn't buried in the opinions of others. It's buried in the effort you haven't made yet. And the more you put in, the clearer you get. Think about it, how are you supposed to discover who you are? If you haven't tested your limits. If you haven't failed hard enough to know what matters to you. If you've never sacrificed, never been uncomfortable, never bet on yourself fully. Your identity isn't revealed in comfort zones. It's revealed in adversity. And when life hits you, that's your mirror. That's the reflection showing you what's inside. Will you fold? Or will you rise? Will you listen to the noise? Or will you tune into your internal frequency and say, this is who I am. This is what I'm here to do. Look. There will be days when the journey feels like hell. Like nobody gets you. Like your dreams are too big, your vision too wild. But that's the cost of originality. That's the tax of authenticity. You're not here to copy. You're here to create. To build something real. To live a life that represents the inner you, not just the outer world. And let's make one thing clear. You don't need validation. You don't need people to clap for you before you move. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You need to believe in you. Because once you know who you are, nothing they say matters. They can doubt you. They can criticize you. They can laugh at your process. But they won't stop the one thing they can't control. You showing up every day as yourself. That's power. That's alignment. That's peace. So let this be your awakening. Let this be the moment you commit to self-discovery like your life depends on it, because it does. You don't want to wake up at 40, 50, 60 and realize you lived your whole life being someone else. That's not living, that's acting. And your soul didn't come here to perform. It came here to evolve. To create. To transform. And transformation only happens when you're willing to dig deep and ask. What do I want? Who am I becoming? Am I proud of the person I see in the mirror? Don't run from those questions. Face them. Because the version of you that has peace, purpose, and power, they're on the other side of those answers. Your future, your legacy, your impact, it all begins when you stop running. And start remembering.